You don't know what a kit is, but you want to know what a kit is. Gunplapedia.
Gundam Astaroth. Astaroth is one of the 72 Gundam frames from Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans Gecko, which was the IBO spin-off manga that was running for a couple years before going on infinite hiatus, and as far as I know, the time of this recording has not returned. So, the principal pilot of Astaroth, Argy Mirage, is a man on a mission. Not his mission, mind you, but one he took up when his life was saved by the very man he was hired to assassinate, Daddy. Okay, I know it's weird, but he prefers to be called Daddy. His actual last name's like Morgaten or Mugatu or some shit. But he's got money more than us? I don't know. If you're that kind of self-made, self-starting man with your own enterprise under your belt, I feel like you get the right to call yourself anything. But I feel like we still get the right to think you're fucking weird about it.
Daddy MC?
Ted. When an unidentified mobile suit crashes a compound of the Tanto Tempo Lunar Shipping Corporation, Argy is put in a real awkward position as Ted throws himself in harm's way to protect Argy, right when he's about to kill him at the cost of his own life. In his final moments, he makes an offer to Argy. Use the Gundam frame hidden underground of his compound to survive and protect his missing daughter. Turns out this actually works perfect for Argy, because he has his own mission of revenge against another mysterious Gundam frame that killed his family a decade prior in what was always deemed as a shuttle accident, but he knows the truth. So the Astaroth belonged once to the Warren family, who used to be one of the big noble families that survived the Calamity War. They found it alone on the moon after the Calamity War, and restored it and used it as a symbol of their family, and passed it down from generation to generation. Until finally got to the current heir, and Argy's BFF, Volko Warren. Unfortunately for Volko, when he was a young lad, his father was accused of some mondo embezzlement by Galahorn, and their entire fortune, including the Astaroth itself, was seized. Daddy Ted happened to be a friend of the family, and sympathetic to Volko's plight, he managed to take both him and the Astaroth under his wing. Some of the Astaroth, at least. After the government took his little baby, they also happened to strip and sell off all of its armor and equipment, so only the bare Gundam frame was left. So the Astaroth we see here is not the true Astaroth. This is actually the Gundam frame that belonged to the Astaroth, and its Ahab reactors, slapped together with a bunch of other various mobile suits and weapon parts just to kind of make do. Which is why it has this kind of haphazard, junky, asymmetrical look to it. That's kind of a fun part of its identity. So one goal, besides Argy's mission of getting revenge for his family and protecting Daddy's daughter, is also trying to find the missing pieces of Astaroth so Volko can put it back together and restore his family honor. Astaroth Form 1, we can call it, which is what you see in almost every game it appears in. Two distinct things about it, besides that asymmetrical left arm with the big honking grabby claw on it, which you can use as a subarm weapon to throw the shit out of people. It's probably its demolition knife, its most iconic armament. That big thing on the back, the fucking brick there, that's actually a fold-out sword. Currently folded in half, it folds back out to be this gigantic, lumbering cutter of a beast. Unfortunately, outside of the cool cosmetics of the Astaroth, giving you a very, very different look from something like Barbados or Gushin, it doesn't have a lot special in this game. No Leia Vignana, since he actually controls it through a metal hand, don't ask. Its only skills are a compact combat knife, it's a basic saber combo. The demolition knife on the back, that's just a basic greatsword combo. And of course that subarm. The subarm actually coming from its shield, which is a separate part from that left arm that looks identical to the hand and guard. which I've made work here to not make myself lose my mind by using the position tool to overlay it on the existing hand and guard. It's goofy. You can also get it as a builder's part and throw it on whatever and get access to the sub-arm skill, which I mean is a fine enough grab. It grabs, it goes through guard, you pound a dude around, but nothing special too. Even its anti-material rifle, the other iconic weapon that you see it for, doesn't really get anything special on new type. Nothing to make it distinct and stand out, at least, outside of its massive profile. Astaroth is cool, but base Astaroth really doesn't stick around its own story long. They start picking up parts of Astaroth within, like, a goddamn 4 or 5 chapters. But this is the thing that appears in the marketing. This is what gets in the crossover games. This is the kit we get. And you make do with it. It's got some cool IBO aesthetics that you can kind of mix and match with the other dudes to get something kind of unique. You can remove any one of those shoulder pieces with the adjustment tool, or even the back of the collar for some reason is its modifiable component. It's neat, but just not exciting.